It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up is the lockdown man himself, Jair Alexander, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Packers and the Browns on Thursday night primetime.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
First play, Watson to the air. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain. Second down. You look at this Packers defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. With that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. McCollum. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So the Packers offense backed up here to begin their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
It was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
I'm going to give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio's pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
What's the deal, y'all? We're going to be big time now.
Here we go, Shaq Stevens, baby.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run. Sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. Well, this defense for the Browns very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. McAllister. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll go again to Jones. he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Haskins trying to pick it up. Stays on his feet. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Look, we talk about second effort all the time, but in short yardage situations, you better have second effort in order to try and pick up a 1st down. And sometimes as a back, you have to be your own blocker too, don't you?
And we talk about running lanes. He made his own running lane right there with that power move. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Browns defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
They'll send Watson in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
But there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
On 1st and 10, McAllister, he finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards for number 11. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Sorry, 70. 19 Lions. Tempo.
Back to throw. McAllister. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 4.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This now a 3rd and 4. On the delay, Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Carlson now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard after the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd down and 10. Now Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10. He finds finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. McAllister. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McAllister.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Clock runs, less than a minute to go in an entertaining first quarter of play.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake. McAllister. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on first down. McAllister. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McAllister
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Julian Love.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Matthew Wright.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field, you know?
It's caught inside the 25. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Looking to throw. McAllister setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and it'll be second down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Again, it's Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Now Carlson for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Watson. Caught here by Bell. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
First down, Browns.
From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. Called a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. He'll get this to Bell. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second down now, McCullough, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You first see incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now a first down throw. Watson tries the right side, and he finds Bell. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
Now a give, right side. McCullough evades him at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
104 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Watson now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gallagher. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check smash, check smash.
Back to throw. McAllister.
Here's a ball deep from Musgrave.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. McAllister. That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And this is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. In motion, the tight end. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Off-play action. McAllister. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Cleveland offense making their way out. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A really good pickup of 28 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, McCullough. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, Peterson. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Here's 3rd and 9. Watson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 118 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McCullough. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd down and 8. They'll try the left side. McCullough. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Touchdown! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Off the play fake, McAllister. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Peterson. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On 2nd down, McCollum. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44.
130 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
1st down, Browns.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
At the Packers' 48-yard line.
Here's Watson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Over the middle. It's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To the air yet again, Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. They got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, McCullough, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Packers all set to go again. That means we'll see Christian Watson making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. McAllister looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Off the bootleg. McAllister rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So we reach halftime here in the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw on second down. McAllister. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So nothing doing there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. An inside give to Jones. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run it with Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
A give to Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down. McAllister setting up the screen for Haskins. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The give is to Jones.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Second and 6.
Now Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, McAllister throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They'll go with Jones. And it's a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
About you, but I'm going to go to the pop.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
To throw on 3rd down, McAllister.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing to start the drive. McAllister. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, McAllister. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
This is Jones. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the bootleg. McAllister. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. McAllister. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
offense.
Man, this is ridiculous, man. That's not what I saw.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Browns set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
A short one to the tight end, Troutman.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. McCullough, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Back to throw, Watson. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Brian Branch with it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
At their own 38-yard line.
Off play action. McAllister. He'll buy some time right.
Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Jones running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McAllister. And that will be incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Watson. And now here is another interception. Rasul Douglas picks him, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Haskins trying to pick it up. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On first down, McAllister. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, McAllister. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, McAllister. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd down now, McCollum, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, McCollum, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. This drive starts with a Haskins carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 1st and 10, McAllister, and he whips that one incomplete there. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now they go screen. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Running for it, Haskins. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll send Watson in motion right. Here we go on 4th down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Off the play fake. McAllister. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 34 yards. And the Packers have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Carlson on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. Okay. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. McCollum, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And, Charles, you look at this offense. Moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
They'll run on first down. McCollum, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now a first carry for their fullback. And
before being stopped at the 28. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Off play action. McAllister. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the Packers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Inside handoff here to Ricard. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McAllister. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Off the play fake. McAllister. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. McCollum. And out across midfield down to the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Watson on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. It's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Running for it. Here's Peterson. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Another carry for the fullback, Ricard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. McAllister. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Play action. McAllister. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down.
throwing on 3rd and long. McAllister. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Carlson's extra point up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it from a defensive perspective. Moment like when you realize the ball is loose.
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st down, McCollum. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And now they're in the hurry-up.
1 yard gain.
Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Here we go.
Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. McAllister. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. He'll get it again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On the give, this is their fullback. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he has a Packer first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. The give to the fullback on the dive. And past the 30 down to about the 27.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. So this defense gets an assist from the goalpost, and as a result, it's going to keep them within one score.
Yeah, and that looked to be good the whole way. But that is a big break here in the fourth quarter of a football game. Now your offense needs to find a way to capitalize.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Green Bay, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they can't